Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Wrath of the Righteous with me, Regent. Let's assault the City of Eyes. Technically for the second time since Galfrey already started an assault.
Is the erstwhile heart of Sarkoris until it was cleaved in twain. A dead city turned death trap. One who enters may never leave.
So, it is pronounced is. A silly name for a city. Ridley seems lost in thought, her words addressed to no one in particular. She's no longer hiding the gaping wound above her own heart. The city and all of Sarkoris are dead because of what you did. What do you feel when you look at your handiwork?
Regret poisons the will and the mind. I've long since forgotten what regret feels like.
I show the betrayer's cloak. Recognize this?
Yes, I recognize it. It's Mother Vulture's creation. How did you come to possess it? Then again, I shouldn't be surprised. Your special fate draws such items into your path.
That's a cloak that we had the storyteller repair for us. So just like the lucky bracers, just have it with you and you can talk to her about it. You tried to heal yourself. Even the creation of the goddess failed to help you.
I suppose I should be proud. The wound which I sought to heal was my own creation. And it was beyond even the powers of beings like Mother Vulture to cure.
Why did you turn to Mother Vulture for help?
Oh, I turned to many others. Mother Vulture is a force to be reckoned with, but she was only one name on a long list. However, no one was able to help me, so I was obliged to search for the cure myself.
Why did Mother Vulture fail to help you?
This affliction is unique, just like the world wound itself. I doubt even Mother Vulture has ever seen anything like it before. Or perhaps the answer is simpler. Perhaps she just lacked power.
This cloak responds to my mythic power.
Perhaps it soaked up a portion of the world wound's energies while it burned on my shoulders. Now it can sense your power and respond to it. An intriguing observation.
I received answers to all my questions.
And I received a dose of nostalgia for days long past. Most diverting.
I have a lot of questions for you.
I wish I could answer them now, but I cannot. Your time is running out. Anamora is about to turn the Temple of Stone manuscripts to dust. If she does not, the one now approaching from the abyss will. Soon this city may be gone altogether, along with all that it contains.
One of us has to die for the other to live, the world run to close. Is that why you're here? To sacrifice me?
No. You cannot grasp the full picture. Your understanding of the situation is flawed. You see...
Rilu cuts herself off mid-sentence.
I am here to give you a warning. Listen closely. Dascari knows of your arrival. This entire city is a trap. A trap he's set for you. The reckless queen was lured here, and I imagine she is rushing headlong toward her own destruction as we speak. Many of your allies are here, and their camp is about to be attacked. The very same camp at which the reckless queen left your banner. The Sword of Valor.
So she's listing our objectives here. And so, say you want to save the queen. You go after the queen first, you lose the Sword of Valor. But because Overrun is alive, he'll defend the Sword of Valor, so you don't have to worry about getting there first. The library, Anamora is going to destroy that, so you lose the manuscripts there. I think because we gave the Lexicon of Paradox to Galfrey, she's going to be at the library. Because when we looked at the map, she was off to the left, which is where the library is. Normally, Galfrey would be in the middle of the map, fighting, well, a spoiler.
The city is also home to the Temple of Stone Manuscripts, one of the few surviving arcane libraries in Sarkoris. Some of my research is held there on Dascari's orders, and the Locust Lord's minions are laying waste to it at this very moment. Turn back and you'll lose everything. But if you charge forward, you'll be heading into an ambush. He will let you pass deeper into the city, and then all will descend into chaos. Iz has rotted away. It is steeped in abyssal emanations. Once Discari breaks through, the consequences will be horrific. Choose then what is more valuable to you, and what you wish to save in time. Your allies and the banner, the Queen, or knowledge itself. Knowledge. It's time. I know this won't be our last meeting, so I will not bid you farewell.
It really looks at you intently, then turns away. So I think this, her talking about knowledge, is encouraging you to go to the library first. You do need the manuscripts from there, I think, for the secret ending.
This will be quick! Go on! Don't hold back!
Yeah, Galfrey's over here, so that's where we're gonna head first.
Time to act!
I found.
That's also where the library's at.
Something.
We don't have to worry about the Sword of Valor, like I said, because Holborn is left alive. Commander, is that you? Holborn looks at you with a mixture of suspicion and hope. He whispers a prayer that makes his eyes flash with golden light for a moment, then looks you over again from head to toe. Not some evil sorcery, not an illusion, not a trick. It really is you. But how is this possible? It's been half a year since you perished in the Abyss. My journey back from the Abyss took longer than I had anticipated, but I have returned. And praise Iomedae you have. I'll be straight with you. Things have really gone downhill without you. And this whole Eyes expedition. I wouldn't dare question Her Majesty's orders, but these rotten ruins just scream trap to me. Ha. It'll be the first trap we've stumbled into, but none have yet been strong enough to hold us. Where are you headed? Our scouts have located a demon lair nearby, a whole unit. Her Majesty has sent us to deliver a preemptive strike. We kill them now, before we get the chance to hit, or they get the chance to hit us from the rear. Where's Queen Galfrey? There's meant to be a library around here somewhere, so this is the location with the last tablets. The demons have repurposed it for their own needs, and hauled their unholy books in there. Her Majesty set out for the library, but for what purpose? It's not my place to know. Yeah, so you gave Galfrey half the lexicon of Paradox that contained valuable information about Aurelu's activities and the rifts. Like I said, normally she'd be in the middle of the map fighting somebody else. I have faith in Her Majesty's victory, and yet, you should make haste to join her. It's sure to be a grim battle, and she could use the reinforcements. Unfortunately, I was ordered to clear a demon lair nearby, but you're not bound by orders. You could help her. Where's the Sword of Valor? Or where a banner should be, flying over our camp. So this is a little odd. Normally he's at the camp with the Sword of Valor. This is the first time I've seen this play out. Normally I keep the Lexicon of Paradox for myself. Enemy forces... I thought there'd be a way to tell them to go back and defend the Sword of Valor. But, enemy forces are approaching. They'll commence the attack at any minute. What? Oh, okay. That's how he does it. What? He starts an alarm and looks around for any unseen enemies, his face steeled. Thank you for the warning. You all heard that. We're heading back to the camp. Now. And normally you run to the camp and it's already under attack and he's defending it. I don't think I've ever seen him up here before.
We do it my way.
You technically have as much time as you want. It's just once you trigger certain events that progresses time in the other objectives.
Something over there.
My tail is restless. Watch and learn. Fine. Might be trap, might be treasure. This is my kind of work. You sure it's safe? pretty good, aren't I?
Ah, test of my abilities.
Cover me, all right?
I will resist!
Begone, fiend!
Follow if you dare.
My tail is twitching. Must be a sign. I'm here. Where else would I be?
Oh, figured it anyway.
I'm off. I do what I must.
See them from a distance, the gleaming blades and armor shining bright against the ravaged ruins. Their clipped strides betraying both pride and tension.
We stand ready, Your Majesty.
Ooh, voice acting.
Good. Because of the information gathered from the Lexicon of Paradox, we now know that Iz holds a priceless treasure. Our enemy's knowledge. We must seize it. Close ranks and be on your guard. There is no telling what awaits us inside the Temple of Manuscripts.
A Temple of Stone manuscripts, Galfrey. But wait. Galfrey turns toward your voice. One after another, emotions pass over her clear, stern features. Astonishment, disbelief, guilt, and hope.
There is much we need to discuss, Commander. But it will have to wait. We are preparing for an attack. I hope you will join us in battle.
Her voice sounds almost cheerful, yet a furrow appears between her brows. Where are you headed?
Before us is the Temple of Stone Manuscripts. I learned about it from the Lexicon of Paradox you brought. It is where the demons keep their knowledge, including Aurilu Vorlesh's secrets. This knowledge could prove invaluable to our cause. We must take it.
My queen, allow me to report. I have succeeded in my mission to eliminate the source of Nahindran crystals.
I thank you, Commander.
It seems as if your dry report has struck something in her soul. She visibly flinches. I have many questions for you.
I understand. I promise I shall be sincere as soon as we have vanquished the foe before us. I have been waiting to have this conversation for so long.
We should go.
I should like to return something to you. The Lexicon of Paradox. It may be our only key to the mysteries of the wound. One I failed to make use of. And now, onward!
I am never wrong.
Please, be careful.
This is my kind of work.
Alright, so we got a glass key. This key was kept in eyes among the crystals containing Aurilu Vorlesh's notes. But what does it open? I think this is destroyed if you don't save the library. Explosive Fervor. Whenever the wielder of this +5 Holy Flaming Burst light crossbow hits an enemy, all enemies in a 5-foot radius suffer 3d6 holy damage. Notice how it doesn't have to crit. That's pretty good. Successful reflex saving throw DC 30 halves the damage. In addition, swarms cannot make a reflex save against this effect and always suffer full damage. Which is pretty good. Because swarms suck.
I'm gone.
This is my kind of work.
Flagrant Taco. I don't think I re-equipped my stuff, which is fine, because we're about to fight swarms. There you are, my lord's worst enemy and his most loyal servant. The elf skin is black as coal, and her hair is white like snow. Her body is covered in ulcers and abscesses. Locusts are swarming in the folds of her clothes and above her head. Her voice is calm, Serene. I am Anamora, one of the High Priestesses of Discari. I've been waiting for the day I would see you with my own eyes. We have much to discuss. So you remember Anamora being mentioned, I think, by, whatever her name is, from the fan-made quest. The drow that you're run into like 6 times. Tied to, Autumn Thorn. Or Thorn Autumn, whatever his name is. The air reeks of acid eating through stone and scrolls. You see shards of stone tablets and crystals thrown about, just like Irilu said. And Amora is destroying the archives to prevent you from getting to them. Fortunately, looks like she's just started, has not had time to damage the library too badly. I don't serve Discari. A naive mistake. I'll serve our lord without exception. Sooner or later, everyone is destined to become food for his swarm. I met your acolytes, the Elsum Kionin who ended up in your cult. Ah, those sweet fools. It was so amusing to deceive them, and slowly deprave them, setting them on the path of the swarm. When they realized how far they'd gone, it was too late. All those fierce champions of justice, vigilantes, paragons, are now nothing but frightened orphans and common criminals. And none had the nerve to refuse when they pledged their fealty to me. None, except for that blasted Kalesa. What are you doing here? I've been waiting here to reveal to you the truth about our Lord. The one whose designs you've been fulfilling from the start without realizing it. Jaharonic sacrifice. This is your trophy, is it not? What's this? Ah yes, I remember. The funny boy who thought he could outrun death. I took his legs as a memento, but they lost their appeal before long, so I threw them away. Would you have captured Sarkor sooner, if he hadn't interfered with your plans? Oh yes. Our attack was sudden and deadly. We could have captured Eyes in one night, and then Sarkor would have fallen at my wise master's feet in mere days, and then all of Galarian after it. You mortals simply would not have had time to form your foolish crusade, but no matter. The boy simply delayed mortal kind's downfall, and turned what might have been a mercy killing to a slow, agonizing death. You were wrong when you said nobody would know about Ronik's feat. I remember his name. So what? To erase the memory of him completely, all I have to do is kill you. And that is just a matter of time. A very short time. You underestimated mortals. You think that my trumpet lord even noticed your resistance? All your struggles are but a fleeting moment for him. He takes pleasure in watching you bleed, and by delaying the inevitable, you merely offer him more moments of delight. Sorry, a few more moments of delight. Aurelia Vorlesh warned me you tried to destroy these archives. What do you have to say to that? Aurelia Vorlesh, that traitor. Hatred seeps into Anamora's silky voice. Why hasn't the Lord deprived her of her rank yet? To think that she's still the second highest figure within the clergy, right after the Echo, and I'm only the third. But let us not dwell on this. Having regained her equanimity, she speaks smoothly and steadily once more. You're asking why I need to destroy this Temple of Stone manuscripts. I'll answer you. Because its time has come. The very last memories of Sarkor must be erased. Undone. Today, this place serves as a feast for the swarm. What is there to talk about? Our Lord's wisdom and his generosity. The fate that awaits this world. Your part in this sacrament. Wisdom. He only knows how to destroy and devour. Did I confuse our Lord with his servants? The swarm destroys and devours to make the consumed one with the swarm. Locusts are foolish, be it insects or those who submitted to our Lord. They do not need intelligence, for they are guided by the higher mind of Lord Discari. The entire history of the Crusades is a testament to his unrivaled genius. The first wave of the invasion was feeble, chaotic, disorganized. It convinced mortals of the demon's weakness. The knights were celebrating their victory, as the minions of our Lord were scattered across the world, laying their eggs in the minds of mortals, forming cult cells, preparing for the upcoming war. When the second wave began, it was strong, but not strong enough to stir the whole world. 70 years of impasse, with the front line unmoving. Fighters from all over Galarian rushed here, eager to become food for the swarm, servants for the cult, Fools for our lord. And finally, you. Really Warlash's creation at the head of the crusade. Discari's greatest weapon that will bring him triumph. Generosity. Discari brings nothing but pain and death. A simple mind may see it that way, yes. Our lord is stern, yet he is gracious. He grants mortals a boon they do not understand. His generosity is beyond any naive deliberations on good and evil. You know why Discari stands above other demon lords. Unlike most of them, he never was mortal. He is out of our pathetic world. Discari is a child of the gods, an undying spirit of eternity, and he wishes to give that eternity to us. What is this fate that awaits the world? We poor mortals suffer in our pitiful world. Discari will free us from this misery. A single locust is born, devours, dies, and becomes devoured itself. The swarm is eternal. That which becomes its food joins the never-ending cycle of purgation, and with every birth and death, it grows closer to the immortal blessedness of its maker. That is Discari's great gift to Galarian. Death, suffering, all that we call evil, will cease to be once the entire world is turned into an eternal, insatiable swarm. And what do you suppose is my part in all of this? Discari has many servants. Not all of them realize whom they serve. Some possess no mind at all. Others are capable of thought, but cannot comprehend their mission. This whole war, its every detail, everything is a part of a shrewd plan. You're bringing the last of the Crusader army, and to where? To a slaughter. The last battle approaches. A grand slaughter in which you and your soldiers will feed the swarm. The Crusaders and the Worldwound will become one. What say you now, having learned the truth about our Lord? Will you kneel before his glory, or will you keep squirming, despite knowing that your every action expedites his victory? Long-witted filth is still filth. Preposterous. You're more foolish than any locust. An insect at least relies on our Lord's will. It never tries to think for itself. It does not make witless mistakes. And thus does not. All things will fall under thousands of bites.
Bend my dream.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
I'm glad I was useful to you.
Into the fray!
Strike!
Prepare yourself.
Distract.
Desna, guide my hand.
Time to share your treasures.
We lost one brave soul. Didn't drop anything worthwhile, did she?
I will bring down the divine wrath.
We do it my way.
The ancient writings are almost erased. It is no longer possible to read them. But the holy aura around them makes it clear that they are praising the gods of Sarkoris. And the key crystal. This is without a doubt one of the crystals Aurelia used to record her experiments. A single word is written on it. Key. I think that's also destroyed if you don't come here and like save the
Follow
library in
if
time.
you dare.
I think we still have these equipped. I wanted that. She had, I think, this.
I'm off.
Galfrey leans on her sword firmly. There's a pensive look in her eyes as the rush of combat dies away. I need the truth, my queen. The way you sent me into the abyss raises some questions.
I've been expecting this. This is no time or place for confessions. On the other hand, any fight on the streets of this cursed city could be the last for either one of us. It is better that I open my heart now than later regret not saying what I should have.
Says Galfrey quietly.
I have seen many more years than any human is supposed to. I have lived through one lifetime, then another. And all this time, I have been more of a symbol than a living person. 2 words, duty and destiny, fused with my blood, serving as my spine and bones. I forgot how to think outside these notions. You awakened the first human emotions I had felt in a long time, and those emotions were fear and jealousy. Yes, fear of the unknown and jealousy of one who robbed me of my status as the living symbol of the Crusades. I admit it. I do. And I ask for your forgiveness. I sent you into the abyss because I could not fully understand what you were and what to do with you. I hoped that you truly were our salvation, and I was painfully frightened of that being true. That is all I can say.
Apology accepted.
I am glad. I was worried you wouldn't find it in yourself to understand and forgive me. Thank you.
She looks into your eyes searchingly, then probably lets out a breath and offers an awkward smile. A few wrinkles on her face smooth out at once. I read the letter you left for me in Dresden.
It was written in a moment of weakness. I was mourning my friend whom I had treated unfairly. I never even thought you'd find that letter.
Galfrey's cheeks redden. Hope they mean her face. That's a fairly odd parents joke. The storyteller witnessed her... Sorry. The storyteller witnessed your letters past and told me what you're feeling while writing it.
Enough! This is no time to be having such a conversation. We can talk. Afterward. Later. At some point.
Galfrey blushes even more. Amade herself came to tell me that I'm not her chosen one, that I have no right to call myself a messenger of heaven.
I am not surprised. From the beginning, I have had my doubts about you being Iomede's chosen. Perhaps that was my jealousy talking. Or perhaps my intuition. Either way, I was uncertain. But know this. Your supposed status did not stop me from sending you into the abyss. However, neither will its absence make me turn away from you now. I trust you, Commander. You personally, not Heaven's chosen.
She says calmly. Light fails your vision. The sounds of the room fade into silence, and your surroundings disappear. You see a temple in Dresden. This is where the goddess descended from the stained glass window to speak with you. This place, it calls to you. How did the crusade fare in my absence?
Not badly enough to be called a disaster, and not well enough to offer hope. It is as if everything simply shuddered to a halt. So I decided to try to move the sleeping avalanche by bringing my forces here.
Why have you come to Eyes? And what is it you're trying to accomplish?
This was a desperate push. A desperate attempt to try to change something in this everlasting war. I would not say it was completely aimless. My arcane specialists have long since theorized that fully resolving the matter of the wound would only be possible in its very heart. But we had never come close enough to Eyes or Threshold to study them thoroughly. That is why I am here. A mad old queen on her last crusade.
I have to go.
Here is where we must part. I shall catch my breath and begin gathering my people. All that's left of my army.
Alright.
Do what I must.
We saved the library. I met with Galfrey. Now we continue the conquest of Eyes. Look back this way. That's alright, I'll probably just go down south here. Well, no, let's head back this way. Let's go grab this loot.
We're there.
Then we'll try to get to the Sword of Valor next. We should be in proximity anyway, right? Maybe not. Having that fast healing would be nice. Though not necessary by any stretch of the imagination.
The hour of reaping comes.
That's them attacking the Sword of Valor. Trapped. Trapped. You're caught in our Lord's trap, mortal. Our brothers and sisters are devouring the camp of your Crusader minions at this very moment. Tarendalev, your former protector and now our slave, will never know peace. You'll lose everything. Everything. Times 2. So that's a bit of a spoiler. Well, that's the spoiler I was talking about earlier. So normally, Galfrey would be fighting the undead Tarendalev in the middle of the map.
We do it my way. I'm always ready.
Alright, I'm gonna call it here, and next time we'll continue retaking Eyes. But for now, thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next one.